Welcome to this Reatham's Death Star. Enter and follow me. To the left, you'll see Kylo Ren, a bit upset, so he's going minstrel over a console. To the right, we have a little shrine to the late Darth Vader. It's basically his burnt-out mask from the original trilogy. Through here to where the podcast takes place. Now, before we go in, it is customary I sing you the traditional ditty. It goes something like this. The podcast of St. Reatham's, the podcast of St. Reatham's, St. Reatham's, St. Reatham's, St. Reatham's podcast. Podcast of St. Reatham's, podcast of St. Reatham's, podcast of St. Reatham's podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, the Stormtrooper chorus. Give them a hand.
Good evening.
Evening.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
This is the Star Wars begins with Saint Reatham's podcast.
St. Reatham's podcast.
Yeah.
We said good morning, good afternoon, and good evening because of the global audience, which will be tuning in to hear our thoughts on Star Wars. So, without further ado, let's get to it. Guys, what did you think?
Most trite introduction.
Thank you.
Hi.
We got to professionalise, you know. Guys, what did you think of The Force Awakens?
I loved it.
You loved it?
I loved it. I had an absolutely great time. So good, I saw it twice.
Yes.
I think it was possibly just ever so slightly too action focused.
Yeah.
It did sort of start after about sort of like 45 minutes in, just start on the action train and then never let up for the rest of the film, which was quite exhausting. So I think it's not a classic.
No, that's true. I think what I found, because I loved it as well, and obviously it was basically Star Wars: A New Hope with some other bits thrown in, and also there was a brilliant plot about a kid who's gone away on a gap year, and he's got in trouble. He's been a bit of a rogue, so his mum sends his dad to go and get him, you know, and that's Kylo Ren. So because Kylo Ren is going around, he's murdering all these villagers, he's doing his stuff. And they're like, Han, go and bring him home. Like, come on, kid. Get your lightsaber and get in the back of the space station wagon. Like, we're taking you home. It's like Uncle Buck, basically.
Yeah. You are not getting that Sith tattoo.
I want to get my tattoo. Yeah, exactly.
Only instead of the daughter in Uncle Buck, instead of being rescued by him, hits him over the head with a golf club puts him in the boot of the car. That's what Kylo Ren did, effectively, I think.
I think that's where it does differ. Uncle Buck never.
Uncle Buck doesn't.
John Candy never goes to a space station, and the lesser for it, I think you'll find.
One problem I had with Uncle Buck.
In hindsight, in Star Wars hindsight, although he was in Spaceballs, so he did. He did sort of do that. No, I did like that. I like the idea that he was. It's great. Kylo Ren is a great character because he's essentially on the dark side, but he's really worried that he'll be seduced by the light side. You know, the whole thing is brilliant because he's like, look, I'm really trying hard to be a dick, but you know, sometimes I just think, why should I could just try not being a dick.
I just think about bunnies sometimes. They're really nice, aren't they? But then
why don't I just kind of be nice to people and then I'll have more friends? Sometimes I just feel like that.
When you find yourself thinking about a bunny, put a black helmet on. Give it some breathing equipment.
Get off YouTube. And go into the comment section and leave nasty remarks. Fuck bunnies.
I keep thinking about kittens and cats in videos. They're really cute. It's ruining me. Get off Facebook, Kyla.
Is he called Kyla?
No,
Kylo.
It's not Kyla, and it's not Kylo Minogue.
Born on an estate.
So, Phil, what did you think of it?
Well, Ed, the thing about going to see that not Phantom Menace, what was it called? The
Force Awakens.
It's got a very unmemorable title, hasn't
Get
it?
Out.
It does have. It's almost as if it's just a very generic title that means absolutely nothing. But
isn't that just as a quick insertion? Isn't that great? Because people go, "Oh, the Force Awakens." They're like, "Okay, yeah, I see that." Whereas when I said, "There's a new Star Wars coming out," it's called the Phantom Menace. The what?
Mm.
What's that supposed to mean?
Phantom Menace. It's like the quantum of solace. It's in that range of
it
bullshit.
is, yeah.
It just sounds like a bloody car.
Phantom.
New Phantom Menace. That's not Vauxhall.
Hey, Charlie, do you want to impress your bird? Buy a Phantom Menace.
Jump in the old Phantom Menace and we'll go down to the Brighton.
You're listening to the St. Reatham podcast.
Let's get some behind-the-scenes insight into the making of Phantom Menace. Here, writer and director George Lucas auditions for the part of Jar Jar Binks.
You see, Jar Jar is the key to all of this. If we can get Jar Jar right, the rest of it will fall into place, and we'll have the greatest Star Wars movie ever. Then we can do away with the whole Skywalker fad and just make it about the Binks.
Yes, George. Genius, George. Inspired, George. Oh my God, George. It's the best thing I've ever heard. It's amazing, George. You're incredible, George.
It's going to be great. It's going to be great.
Yeah, okay, Mika. Courtney, can you call in the next one in your own time?
Well, hello there, boss. Me, Sir Jar Jar Binks, and I've just got to have me some of that sweet potato pie.
Okay, that was maybe a little too racist. What we'd like is less racist, but still pretty racist. Maybe we need to go with the big guns. Courtney, call in Brian Blessed.
Thanks for having me, George. I'm very excited about the new Mars Bar movie.
Okay, Brian, in your own time.
Mr. Jar Jar Blessed. Hey, yo, daddy.
Now, Brian, that was great. But we'd like it if you'd make the character 20% more black.
Right. Mr. Jar Jar Blessed. Mr. Help the Jedi and I. One love to me, Gun. Rice and peas, respect.
Can you feel the magic?
You're listening to the St. Reatham podcast.
Some people have said, "Oh, what a load of bullshit," and I've actually gone, "You're a fucking idiot. You hate Star Wars. Game over." So yeah, I've got all YouTubey about it.
Oh, yeah.
My reaction. I'm like, "You're wrong." So let's just end the conversation there. You're
Decide
just
to
wrong.
be an abrasive arsehole about
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's. I mean,
And
that's
in 3 sentences' time, we're discussing 9/11.
yeah. But anyway, this is the start of a new franchise of Star Wars films, and obviously we're talking about the title because obviously the titles: Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith, freaking Phantom Menace, terrible titles. But they're going to have to come up with new titles, and they're going to do 100 more films, so they'll probably start scraping the barrel. What titles do we have?
Can the next one be called Luke Who It Is?
Oh, Luke Who's Tall Forcing. Okay, I'm going to go for Darth Vader's of the Lost Ark.
The Jedi Awakens, then the Sith Strike Back.
Nice. How about Sithda Act? Return of the Jedward.
Kylo Ren and Stimpy.
Oh,
It's kind of crossover.
I like it. Kylo Ren and Stimpy. What are you doing? I like that. And I think Martin Lawrence could be in The Empire Strikes Black. Hey, it's all this kind of shit with Jedis and whatnot.
Then they might legitimately have Samuel L. Jackson in the Star Wars
finally
movie.
he can make
Finally, he
sense.
can actually make sense.
Yeah, I'm not going to. I was about to do an impression. It's like, somebody get these snakes off the Death Star. It's uncanny.
There's too many goddamn Sith on this goddamn.
Silly goddamn Sith on his goddamn Death Star.
Death Star.
What is thy bidding, my master?
Last year went by very quickly, Lord Vader. Mostly because we can control the rate of orbit of the Death Star around the sun, and we were wresting the shit out of the hyperdrive.
It was a short year, master. About 2 Earth hours.
Yes, exactly, my young apprentice. And what happened at the end of the year?
You know what happened, my master.
Yes. but say it anyway.
The rebels blew up the Death Star, my master.
That's right. The rebels blew up the Death Star.
Master.
Boom indeed, Lord Vader. And now I sense in this new year that we should resolve to build a new Death Star. And this time we'll fly it more slowly around the sun, so we have more time to finish it.
Yes, my master. Should we include the same structural defects and single point of failure like the previous one, master?
Yes, Lord Vader, yes. Same as every year. Always the same. Tradition is important in maintaining an empire, you know.
The Empire strikes back.
Yes. And every year the Jedi return to destroy it.
Return of the Jedi.
Yes. Excellent. Everything is transpiring as I have foreseen. Mostly because it's the same as every year.
A New Hope.
You're listening to the St. Reatham's podcast.
What did you do this weekend, Julie? Work my way through another couple of box sets.
Netflix and chill, babes.
Netflix and chill, but
chill.
on my own.
You know how we do. Yeah, I had to declog the cat.
Declog the cat. Take a plunger to the cat.
I had to descale the cat.
They scale the cat in a nice glass of Chardonnay.
Chardonnay. Chardonnay.
Chardonnay kebabs.
You like Chardonnay? You like kebab? You love Chardonnay
kebab.
Hey! I like bar. Sorry.
Admiral Akbar.
Admiral Akbar.
Admiral Akbar.
It's a trap!
Certainly is.
There we go. Admiral Akbar's exploding kebab. Admiral Akbar, come now for special prices. And it's just like a really like over the top radio, like local radio station commercial. So it just starts off with Admiral Akbar, Admiral Akbar, come and find out. And someone doing, come and find out about why.
Admiral Akbar.
Admiral Akbar,
Admiral Akbar.
Admiral Akbar.
They won't believe our parcel. It's not a trap.
Admiral Akbar's kebab bar. Admiral Akbar's kebab bar.
Come to Admiral Akbar's Kebab Bar. Fly by the far side of the Forest Moon Erendar to refuel your hyperdrive after a hard day's work destroying the Death Star. Our prices are lower than the shields of that Superstar Destroyer after the wiring flew through the bridge window. You remember? Sure you do. Order now and get a free coupon for Cloud City Fried Chicken.
Nando's Calrissian.
That was never the deal. Hi, I'm Nando's Calrissian. Did that old rogue Admiral Akbar send you? Surely you belong with us up in the clouds. And hey, we might be up in the clouds, but our chicken prices are lower than the pit of Sarlacc. The place I nearly fell into in the third one. You remember? The second one I was in? Sure you do.
With those prices, we won't last long against the competition.
We'll last longer than we will against that burger star. And we might just take a few of their customers with us.
Try our new hot sauce. Even Darth Vader couldn't handle it.
The sauce is strong with this one.
What does Yoda think? Bit chewy for ya?
Admiral Akbar's Kebab Bar. Come on down. That address once more is the far side of the Forest Moon of Endor. It's not a trap.
Admiral Akbar's kebab bar. Admiral Akbar's kebab bar. Admiral Akbar's kebab bar.
We would be honored if you would join us.
You're listening to the St. Reatham's podcast.
George fucking Osborne came into our bakery the other day.
No way.
Yeah, he comes in pretty regularly to buy sort of like bread and pastries and stuff like that.
Was he dressed in a full baker outfit like a normally would be?
What? So he was undercover, so no one would notice.
Yeah,
it was
just
George Osborne.
just so he can join in, but he's got a suit on still underneath that.
Well, surely high vis. He should have been wearing high vis and point at something in the bakery.
Yeah.
Well, to make it,
I'll have one of those lobes back there, please.
yeah, well, you should to make it Star Warsy. You should get 2 Chelsea buns and just stick them on the side of his fucking head.
But he does when he comes in, he dresses really normally. He doesn't wear a suit. He just wears like this really boring blue jacket that looks like it comes from Debenhams.
Yeah.
And then just like generic sort of blue trousers. They're not jeans. They're not sort of smart trousers. They're just, trousers.
Yeah.
Not even slacks. I don't know what to call them.
And
They're
does
just
he-
so
and
generic.
Then, and then a
and
T-shirt
so-
saying "Fuck the police."
Fuck the poor.
Poor lice. 'Cause they're riddled with lice.
Gov life forever.
God, like.
Yeah, how are the bread loaves? Was it the inflation high enough? And then they're rising.
I mean, I don't think I'd serve him. I was talking about whether or not I was talking to other people at the bakery about would they serve George Osborne, because we're all quite upset that he comes in.
Yeah.
So we're having a bit of a discussion about how much it annoys us that he comes in and buys the product that everyone works so hard to make, and then
Why don't you just
a thieving little shit like
why
that
don't you
comes
ban
in.
him?
I
That'd be
know.
quite
I think we should.
Because it would make headline news, and then you'll sell the bakery.
Exactly, and then we'll get the Guardian will come around, do an interview, and buy loads of
exactly.
shit. Yeah, that'd be that'd be great. We should do it. We should just be really rude to him and have someone film it on a phone so it can go viral.
Yeah,
I think.
and just have a massive poster outside, a billboard with his face and like a red and a circle around it.
Someone just suggested like mounting a large banner just saying "fuck off, Tory scum" at the back of the back of the bakery.
Hey, why don't you
Might
just
be a bit
give
strong
a
for the
fuck off.
toddlers.
Fuck off, bigot.
Well, they won't know it's him. It could just be applied to anyone who comes into the bakery, which is good. We'll cut all the bigots out.
Put "not you" in brackets.
Yeah,
and then but you.
You, George.
But you though, yeah.
By the way, we've now got St. Rita's podcast Facebook page.
Well, not live, obviously, 'cause nothing's live.
If that tickled your amusement, corner, be sure to give it a like.
Give it a like.
And a retweet if they do that on Facebook. I'm not sure. Can we check that out? Okay.
Yeah, actually do. Yeah, go and like our Facebook page, you bastards. Actually, you're probably seeing it from this already, so you're probably already there. So yeah, relax. Just chill out, have a cup of tea, sit down.
But if you're at a friend's house and you don't even know who we are, then find out who we are and then like us on Facebook.
Yeah. Fucking sort your act together. Is that even a phrase?
Fucking sort your act. It's the kind of thing people shout when. Have you seen that video? There's a really good video on YouTube of a man getting really angry at a cyclist in a car.
Yeah.
And I think he tells him at one point to shut your mouth up or something
Yeah,
like
that
that.
happens.
Shut your full mouth up.
This is just sort of like a series of aggressive, not expletives, but commands come out of his mouth that just don't make sense.
How was it? I was cycling along, giving somebody a backie on my bike one day. Around Bank or something, and I was just cycling along, and I went past this pedestrian who had to slightly shuffle out the way, and he turned around and he said, like, "You're really irresponsible sometimes." Like, he knew me.
I quite like doing that, having pre-prepared sentences which I could just pull out. Like, you should take more care next time, and just being able to say that in a moment of anger is very.
It's like, you should take more care next time, John. Like, put in a name.
Yeah.
Because on those occasions when you do get it right, you're going to blow their mind.
Yeah, that's
Whoa,
true.
how did you know? And you'll be like, Dino.
And he's going to remember what you said. You
Yeah.
see, he's still going to be thinking about that for the rest of the day.
You're listening to the St. Reatham podcast.
I'm Julie. I'm Administrative Coordinator here at Jabba's Palace. I oversee the day-to-day running of the palace, and we like to think of ourselves as those unseen heroes who keep the whole show running, leaving Jabba free to conduct his business, execute smugglers, and laugh as and when he feels like it.
Hello, Jabba's Palace.
David, a quick word.
Yes, Julie.
when you do the stockroom check, you're going to have to be a bit more thorough and actually use the clipboard, okay, babes? Because we almost ran out of frogs.
Oh, right. It just looked like we had enough frogs.
Well, looking like it's not the same as having, is it, babes? If Jabba runs out of frogs, he's not best pleased.
Yeah, but I thought if it'd be a bit more efficient and cost-effective if we bought our frogs in bulk when the Mandalorian freighter comes in monthly rather than buying them daily.
David, do you want to temp here, or do you want to be fed to the mighty Zarlak, finding a new definition of pain and suffering as you're slowly digested over 1,000 years?
Temp, please, Julie.
Right then. Now go and give the Rancor a shampoo.
What?
Well, I know it's technically Facility's job, but Malakili's phoned in with a migraine.
What's it like working for Jabba? Is he a tough boss?
Ooh, tough but fair, I'd say. There's no denying he could be a bit grouchy, but I think people overlook the mobility issues of being a massive slug. He finds it hard to get around, and so that makes him a bit grumpy. But, you know, he's got a softer side too. It's underneath him. His massive green slimy belly. Last year, for example, he gave us a Christmas card. I've got it here. Dear Julie and the whole backroom team, seasonal greetings, Jabba. P.S. See, he likes a bit of a laugh. Oh dear. Do you know what? I could strangle that hut sometimes with a massive chain when I'm in a space bikini. Hello? Is that Imperial Recruitment? Yes. Could you send us another temp over, please?
You're listening to the St. Reatham's podcast.
Yeah, and I hope you've enjoyed our Star Wars episode. If you do like it, special. Yeah. If you do like it, retweet, comment, double favourite, flip it upside down, whatever the internet does these days.
Wrap it around a pigeon's leg and send it off into the blue yonder.
Yeah, that's right.
Exactly.
Contact the king and tell them to re-king us.
Print it out to all your followers, whatever they do.
Print it out. Print out the internet.
Upload it to a vinyl tape.
Yep.
And like us on Facebook. Seriously, like us on Facebook.
Yeah, we really need some attention.
We really need some attention.
I mean, what do we have to do?
It's pretty desperate at the moment.
Facebook/St. Reatham's podcast, which looks like Streatham podcast.
But
oh, hang on. I named it St. Reatham. And when you write it
I
out,
don't think we should ever go behind that curtain. I think.
I know, it's like the Wizard of Oz. You just don't want to mess with the magic.
Yeah, exactly.
Leave the mystery alive.
Guys, what are you hoping for from the next Star Wars film?
Oh, yeah, good one.
Just a really depressing ending, which I think they will do on the basis of their determination just to carry on in the footsteps of the previous films. You know, someone's going to die or get a good limb cut off.
Did you know that's true? Because if they do 2 more, they're going to keep doing more and more and more, so they can never actually properly have an ending ever again.
No, we just have to keep on going through this wonderful cycle of, sort of.
Yeah, because
it turns out
Empire Strikes Back.
that Kylo Ren is really my father. I can't get a job, but I've got to go to Mos Eisley Cantina. I can't get any work. I've been to Mos Eisley Cantina,
Queen Vic.
I've gone everywhere. Just can't get any work.
It's only actually one job opportunity in the galaxy.
Strange, Lord Vader, that yesterday you were in charge of a fleet of my finest Imperial squadron, and today you are a crack-ridden tramp.
But tomorrow, Master, I'll be right all over it again. Yes, I've given up the drugs, Master.
Yeah, it's like a...
What's going on in here?
An Asian family have moved into...
I didn't really foresee this one. It's time for the Archers. Star Wars. Here, Darth Vader, would you like a brew?
No. I find your lack of milk disturbing. You're listening to the St. Reatham's podcast.
I hope for a good old chat in the next one.
I want slower bits.
I want people to sit down and have a long chat.
I like bits where people look at scenery.
Empire.
Yeah, that's nice to do.
Yeah, bit of philosophy.
Yeah, we could actually find out more about the Force.
Yeah, we could do, because I'm really confused about it. Do I have midichlorians? Is it just what's in the air?
Yeah.
What
Are
is
they
it?
putting it in the water?
Are they put it in the water? Can I inject myself with more midichlorians and become more force?
Well, precisely. You
Forceful.
should be able to do that.
Yeah. It's like people bragging about their IQ. I don't know if you know, but I got a midichlorian count of 20,000, which is the highest in my peer group. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I've been using the Force to boost my sales, actually, and it's great. It's like someone came in and said, "Oh, you know what? I don't think I'll buy the quarterly share." And I was like, "I think you will." And he went, "Okay, I will." So use the Force there.
Yeah, I quit my day job. I've been doing corporate workshops in the use of the Force.
They call me
and,
Daft Brian. Guys, okay, we've got together, assembled for this team workshop. Now, oh no, the X-Wing's in a swamp. Oh, it's beyond. We'll never get it away. Or will we?
Guys, we're going to do a hypothetical situation now.
You have a look on PowerPoint slide 2. Oh, whoops. How did that one get in there? Little holiday I took on the forest moon of Endor. Being the wife.
I don't care what they say, I didn't do anything to that Ewok.
The allegations were never proved, and I left under diplomatic immunity.
Weirdly, if we all grab a corner of the X-Wing, we can just lift it easier. It's called teamwork.
There's no magic, there's no force, it's just teamwork.
Yeah, that's a little exercise. Oh, just a little exercise.
Just a little exercise.
Just a little
Just a
exercise.
little thing.
See, we all have the force.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if you're in a wheelchair,
Yeah.
you can still use the Force. And that's
Yeah.
the thing.
Guys, sometimes the Force
Well,
will
you
be
can't
with
call
you.
my course, it's stairs entrance only, I'm afraid.
Now, there's a little guy. Sometimes we think our disabilities may be against us, but there's a little chap called Anakin Skywalker. He had asthma. Do you let it hold him back? No, he bloody didn't. He got a big black suit and carried on anyway.
Yeah, you might have heard of him.
Didn't have any arms, didn't have any legs, couldn't breathe. Didn't stop him.
He was a big slug. Sure, some people are like, oh no, I'm a big slug. But he didn't.
Might have heard of him.
Yeah,
He sat down and he got on with it. Hard graft.
Might have heard of him. Job of that.
Job of that. One kid, excessive body hair. Might have heard of him. Chewbacca. Our bottom spies have located a weakness in the Emperor's defences, and the time to strike is now.
With the sails down, a handful of fighters could penetrate the Death Star defenses and attack the reactor.
Could I just stop you there, Admiral Akbar?
Who are you?
Toby from JP Morgan. I've been brought in as a market consultant.
And do you have a better way to blow up the Death Star?
Well, we don't actually want to blow up the Death Star.
What?
No, you see, the Emperor has borrowed heavily to fund the construction of this space station, and if it were to be destroyed, it would plunge the entire galaxy into a recession, just as the Republic were reinstated. Market confidence will be rock bottom, the banking clan will be nervous about lending, and I'm afraid you'll be blamed, so any kind of order in the galaxy would prove impossible to maintain.
Well, then how do we defeat the Empire?
Well, I suggest we buy up Carillion junk bonds, move assets into futures, and borrow against the finance. This should create a run on Imperial credits, forcing the Empire to streamline their workforce, effectively handing you several systems without launching a single X-Wing.
Well, what is this finance you speak of?
The finance surrounds us all, binds us. Here, between you and that rock, the finance flows through all things, yeah? Here, try some high finance.
Sir, we're being boarded by an Imperial shuttle.
It's my greatest foe.
What? Can you use the finance to stop him?
There are two sides to the finance, the credit side and the debt side. I must face Darth Wonga.
So, Obi-Wan Kenobi, we meet again. Funny to think that at Harvard Business School, I was the fraternity bitch, and you were King Chugger of the Keggers. Now I am King Chugger.
Only a chugger of dicks, Darth.
You'll see that I have constructed a new, more powerful red lightsaber.
Those who follow the debt side will always be in the red, Wonga. The financial ombudsman will hear of this.
The Emperor has dissolved the Ombudsman. The last remnants of fiscal responsibility have been swept away. You do not know the power of unlimited credit with no security. Now, fight me. Raise your weapon.
Your faith in your asset reserves is your weakness.
Your faith in the financial ombudsman is yours.
Oh, Alice and the kids say hi.
Oh, that's nice of them. How are they?
Yeah, not bad.
listening to the St. Reatham's podcast. Well, I hope you enjoyed your tour of the St. Reatham's Death Star. I have to hurry you out, I'm afraid. We're in the middle of another bloody rebel attack. On your way out, I'll just get the Stormtrooper chorus to sing this little ditty. It goes something like this. The podcast of St. Reatham's, the podcast of St. Reatham's, St. Reatham's, St. Reatham's, St. Reatham's podcast.